Hello everyone. I am at the Presidential Palace, the old Presidential Palace of Nanjing. This is of course the stables area, and there is no rhyme or reason to where to go here. You can have a map and still not see everything. So anyway, give you an idea of what it's pretty well stocked with artifacts of probably not originals, but at least you get a general idea of what life was like back in those days. We're talking late 1800s, I think. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. As I said, there's no rhyme or reason of where to go here. It's not the fault of the museum or the property people. It's a matter of it's just a confusing maze of rooms and hallways and chambers. So I'm just kind of walking aimlessly here. I am alone here in Nanjing, at least until tomorrow when my friend comes. But I don't like traveling alone. But someplace like this, you get a benefit of going alone because you can just go and explore and not worry about where your friends are. So, let's see what this is. Music room. Some old tubas, it looks like. But it's an old music room. There's an old piano there. Let's see what this room is. Someone's room. Looks like maybe the band leader, maybe. This is on the back side of the stable area. Now, I haven't seen anything on history, just modern toilets. I haven't seen anything about history. There's not a lot of English here. At least not a lot of signage in period. So, life during the Liberating War, anti-Japanese war, life in the Soviet area during the Soviets. So, I don't know if you can see these. No lights on here, so it's probably gonna get dark. Drug taking. Looks like they're smoking opium or heroin, which was popular back then. Famines and punishment. A starving mother without breast milk to feed her child. Blah, blah, blah. Shackled prisoners in cages. Beheading, execution, and prisoners fettered in wooden yokes. Crimes and punishments. And this one is gambling. Mahjong. Poor people gambling in the streets. Horse racing. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing, but here's a prostitute accompanied by her escort going out for business. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, a little dark right here. So underworld gangs. I'm not sure what that is. No signage saying what it is. The top of the kitchen range in the Republican period. Just for cooking and heating up water in the Republican period. Okay. So we'll just keep moving along here. Get past these ladies. Talking to myself, as they say. Guangzhou City. Just trying to find some interesting things to show you here. Residential conditions. Western-style houses in the big cities were the residences of high-ranking officials and wealthy merchants. Shacks were the residence of farmers who flocked to cities for their livelihood. Boatmen took boats as their residence. Okay. Dumpling stalls, carriages. You can't see that's behind glass. And these are rituals and customs. So there's weddings held in Nanjing, funeral room of someone who died, with funeral processions, the bridal sedan chairs. Now, I've shown you these before, and they're very ornate. They're fun to look at. Not used anymore, but worshipping kitchen god was a folk custom. And the dragon lantern dance. So, fashionable hairdo. Man plaiting their hair during the late Qing dynasty. So, it's funny, you start talking about Ming and Qing and all this, and you think ancient history, and I don't know which ones are which at this point, but here's religions, so Catholic nuns. But anyway, some of them were only in like the late 1800s, so it's not that remote of history. There's a cathedral, Muslims, Taoist priest. Not sure, master or something. I don't know. Another Taoist priest. The terrorists of China, supposedly right now, the ones that are doing all the bombings and killings. Llamas. So this is kind of a overview. The Mao tribe in Henan City, Henan Island, which is to the south. So this is showing history of China. So it's kind of cool. I'm just going to kind of pan here so you can kind of see some of these pictures. So probably went too fast there for you. Sorry. Changing world of the female. So I'm not sure how this is laid out. There's a lot of women. So this is talking about foot binding, which was popular back in the day. Traditional family structure. So big family. Gender relationships. So boat trackers along the three gorges, they would pull the boats along the rivers, I guess. Rickshaw pullers, China laborers. So yeah. And then a peasant family here. It's interesting pictures. I like the old pictures, but you don't get the old feel of China before. So, the wandering barber. There you go. They're the bottom of the society, it says. And foreigners in China. Shanghai. Foreigners in Shanghai. The rise of the middle class. Intellectuals, division, bureaucrats. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. It says late Qing dynasty and the early Republic were the important periods transforming the Chinese society. What brought to the Chinese people during the process of modernization and internationalization were not only the reforms of the political system, the progress of productive forces, and the change of ideologies, but also the profound transformation of the social structure and lifestyles. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so kind of boring. So let's go on here. 10 minutes here. I don't like doing long videos, but I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. Let's see what we get into next here. That's the nice thing about doing these is you just going through these places, you don't know what you're going to find. I'm not sure what this is about. I was talking about the economy. So that is, yeah, the total collapse of the economy in the KMT controlled areas. So that's what this is all about, I guess. Well, let's see if there's anything of interest here. Economy of the anti-Japanese bases. Transportation in the rears area, whatever that is. I'm not up on my Chinese history like I probably should be to understand what I'm looking at. Contribution of money to support the anti-Japanese troops. So this is during the Sino-Japanese War, I guess. Looks like they were making weapons, so okay. Keep moving on here. See what else we got here. This is all about economy, economic policies, which doesn't say anything. Modern commerce. I'm not sure how interesting this video will be for you, but it's okay. The nationalistic government of Nanjing decided in 1933 to abolish the liang as currency unit and replace it with the dollar yuan, which is the current one. Again, in 1934, the nationalist government decided to abolish the silver dollar and carry out a fa bai policy, and thus established the modern currency system. So basically, what we have today here in China, and what they're hoping to replace the world dollar as, which is what they're working on now. Post and telecommunications, okay. Transportation. Their first train was built in 1912, it looks like. So yeah. Like I said, I love old things in China, and it's hard to find things that are old in China, even like these old pictures. When you go into museums, there are replicas and such, but these are reproduced pictures from the old days, which is kind of cool. It's nice to see. It's a machine factory. It's just talking about the industrial times of China. A list of the lost rights in modern China. I wonder what that would be. I should try to have that translated. That would be interesting to see. Okay, so my battery's running low here too on my camera. Thankfully I have a replacement, so I can do that. After the Opium War, the Chinese economy was reduced step by step